welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol and I'm glad you joined us today. So we hope you're enjoying our new format with some of the longer and shorter classes. We've added some new sections to the Bottoms Down YouTube channel homepage to make it easier to find classes, so by length or by purpose or by body area. So be sure and check it out. And if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button. Don't forget it's free and we'd love to hear from you. So leave me a comment. So in today's practice, we're going to explore some poses to get that body moving and engage your body's natural fat-burning capability. You'll only need your chair for today's class, and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start by sitting up nice and tall in our chair. We're going to move forward just a little bit so that we're not leaning back, all right? So the minute you begin to move forward and lift your heart, you begin to feel your belly engage, right? So we're pulling that belly button into the spine. We're feeling that activation through the center of the body. Next, we're going to think about having both of our feet equally weighted on the floor, okay? So think about you've got your 4 pressure points and really think about having those 4 points on the floor. Next, we're going to think about our sits bone. So make sure you're equally weighted on the chair, that you're not leaning one way or the other. All right, let's take those shoulders, pull them down out of our ears, place our hands lightly on our thighs, close your eyes, and breathe. Just a few moments here, focusing in on that breath, just your natural inhalation and exhalation. Begin to elongate that breath, inhaling a little more deeply, exhaling a little more completely. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intentions for today's practice. Focus in on what you want to accomplish. One more breath here. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. How's that feel? Good? All right, let's just do a nice little shrug of those shoulders, and then we're just going to let them fall. Let's do that again. Shrug those shoulders up into the ears and let them fall. One more time. Shrug it up and just let it fall. And roll those shoulders. All right, and let's reverse that. Nice. Let's just drop our right ear towards our right shoulder and just feel a little stretch there in that neck. And drop your chin towards your chest, looking down at your lap, feeling a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Left ear to left shoulder, just feel that stretch. I love this one. All right, let's look up. Now I'm just going to look over that shoulder here. Go ahead and look center, and let's look over the other shoulder. Just gentle, right? Warming things up a little bit. Let's look center and release. All right, we're going to move into a cat and a cow. We're going to place our hands lightly on our thighs, pull that belly button into the spine, tuck your chin, look down at your belly button, and round those shoulders and feel that stretch. All right, one more breath here. Now we're going to lift up, turn those thumbs to the back wall into your cow pose. Oh yeah. Let's do that again. Round it down into your cat pose. Looking down at your lap. Lift it up into your cow pose. One more time here. Round it down into cat. Lift it up into cow. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind your back. Feel that opening in the heart. One more breath. And release. Very, very good. Okay, we're going to move to mountain pose. So we're going to start in mountain. Take those fingers wide if that works for you. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Now we're going to take those hands up to the ceiling. All right. Stretch it up. Try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Belly is tight. We're going to place our palms together. Interlace your fingers. Point your finger up to the ceiling. And we're going to lean that mountain. Now, as you're leaning your mountain, you want to keep this opposite hip down, right? So really concentrate on keeping this hip down as we're leaning. Let's come up, and we're going to go the other way. Oh, yeah. That should feel really good. Let's come up. Let's do that again. Down we go. Lifting it up. Other side. Oh, yeah. All the way up. Bring those hands all the way around. Place them in your lap and just breathe. All right. Let's grab a sip of water. Okay, we're going to start in a warrior one. So we're going to take our knee and bring it wide, right? So we've got that inner thigh stretching happening. So we're going to let this knee fall down towards the floor. All right? Hands to heart. Now this is one version of a warrior one. The other version is you can have your hands extended, which is fine, but I encourage you to have hands at heart first until you feel like you've got the bottom part of your body set. Then you can add those arms if you want to. I'm going to stick with my hands at heart because I want to. It's okay, right? Okay, so now from here, we're going to take a deep breath in and we're going to move from our warrior one to a warrior two. So I guess actually hands in the air is going to make it a little bit easier. And then we're going to windmill around and we're going to extend this leg long. We'll be up on that side of that foot. This knee is angled towards the second toe of this foot. Warrior two. Now we're going to flip this palm up and back and reverse our warrior. Come back to a warrior two. So we're going to move from warrior two to a crescent lunge. This leg is going to stay extended. This hand is going to come down and around, and we're going to be up on those back toes in a crescent lunge, okay? So all I did is I turned from here in a warrior two up onto those toes as I came into my crescent lunge, okay? We're going to take a deep breath here, and we're going to move back to that warrior two. We're going to reverse our warrior up and back. Back to warrior two, and release, okay? Just take a moment. I'm going to do the other side. And then our add-ons are going to be all part of that whole crescent lunge. So I just want to just to flow into it first, and then we will add into that crescent lunge. So let's do the other side. So this leg is going to extend out. Remember, we want to be up on the edge of that foot. This knee is open to the second toe. We're feeling a pretty good stretch on that inner thigh here. Bring those arms out into that warrior two. Oh, you know what? I was going to start on warrior one, wasn't I? Okay, let's come back to center. It's okay. Not that it really matters, but I guess if we did it one way on one side, then let's do it that way on the other side. So let's take that knee and let's open it up nice and wide. Okay, then we're going to drop this knee down, and there's our warrior one. Okay, you feel that? So that knee is straight down, bring your hands to your heart. So here we are in our warrior one pose. You can bring those hands up to the ceiling, shoulders are down, belly is tight. All right? Now we're going to take this hand and we're going to windmill it around to our warrior two. Now we're in warrior two. So as I mentioned a minute ago, we want to be up on that side of that foot, right? This knee is in alignment with these toes, right? So don't have that knee folded in, super important. Ribs are center, squeeze the muscles against the bones in those arms. Let's reverse our warrior up and back. All right, now we're going to come back to warrior two. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this right hand and we're going to windmill it down and around. And now I'm up on those back toes, right? So I'm in a crescent lunge. Belly is tight. One more breath. Come back to that warrior two and release it. Okay, how's everybody feeling? So we're going to do that again, that same vinyasa, but then in our crescent lunge, we're going to add some things on. All right, so first of all, let's get to our warrior one. Open that knee wide, let this knee fall down towards the floor. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale, move to that warrior two. Inhale here, inhale here, flip that palm up and back. Back to your warrior two. Okay, are we ready? We're going to move to that crescent lunge. All right, so I'm on those back toes. My hands are up to the ceiling. Let's everybody reach down and grab your chair just for a moment. Now, what we're going to do, actually, you know what? Let's bring our hands to heart and let's come to goalpost arms first. We're going to squeeze our shoulder blades behind our back. We're going to look up towards the ceiling. All right, one more breath here. Now, we're going to bring our hands back to heart. Let's everybody grab our chair first. We're going to take this back knee and we're going to bring it up and then we're going to bring that foot back. We're going to lift that knee up. We're going to bring that knee back. We're going to press it up. Back we go. Lift it up. Press it back. Bring your hands back to your heart. Goalpost arms. Squeeze. Look up at the ceiling. One more breath and release it. Whew, how does that feel? Yeah, that's pretty challenging, isn't it? Lifting that foot up like that, that's a challenge. You got to hold on to that chair. All right, let's do the other side. So we're going to take that knee and open it up nice and wide. Let this knee fall down towards the floor. Back to that warrior one, right? We've done this a few times now. We should kind of have an idea of where we're headed. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the ceiling. All right, are we ready? We're going to take our right hand, windmill it around into that warrior two. Let's flip that palm up and back. Oh yeah, back to our warrior two. Now this hand is just going to kind of windmill down and around and we're going to be in that crescent lunge. So I'm up on those back toes, getting a pretty good stretch right here, right? Goalpost arms, let's squeeze the shoulder blades behind our back and look up at the ceiling. One more breath. Bring those hands back up. Let's do that one more time. Goalpost arms, squeeze. Put the hands on the chair. Ready? We're going to bring that back knee up and back. Bring it up and back. Bring it up and back. One more. Bring it up and back and release. Okay. Whew. So, next thing we're going to do the same thing, but this time when we lift our foot up and back, we're going to see if we can do it with hands at heart or goalpost arms. All right, warrior one. Ready? Drop that knee down. Hands to heart. Inhale here, hands to the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale, move to your warrior two. Inhale here, flip that palm up and back. Back to your warrior two. Take that left hand down and around. We're going to move into that crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Goalpost arms. Open, look up at the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back. Bring your hands back to your heart. Here we go. Are we ready? Lift, press it back. Lift that knee up, press it back. Lift that knee up. Can you do goalpost arms instead? One more. Lift it up, press it back. Squeeze. One more breath. Bring your hands down. Face forward. Other side. Here we go. We're not stopping, are we? Open it up. Warrior one. Let that knee fall down. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Hands to the ceiling. Oh my goodness. Ready? Here we go. Warrior two. My heart rate is up. Is yours? Flip that palm up and back. You're doing great. You're doing so good. Back to that warrior two. All right, are we ready? Right hand is going to come down and around to that crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your heart. Open to goalpost arms. Look up at the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back. Bring your hands to your heart. Are we ready? Lift. Press it back. Maybe you go to GoHPO arms. Press it back. Maybe you stay hands at heart. Press it back. One more. Lift it up. Press it back. Everybody, GoHPO arms. Squeeze. Look up at the ceiling. Bring your hands to your heart. Face forward and release. How does that feel? Yeah? Heart rate up a little? My heart rate's up. All right, let's grab a sip of water. Okay, we're going to come to standing on the right side of our chair. Now, we're going to be doing a plank series. And what's really important is that your chair is on carpet, or it can be on a sticky mat. I just want to make sure that your chair doesn't slip and slide. The other thing that's super important is that your weight is pressing down and not out, okay? All right, so just a couple of things to think about. Let's go ahead and take a step back, right? So we want to not be right up against our chair. We want to take that one step back. We're going to hinge forward. Place our hands in the seat of the chair. Bring your heart forward, all right? So remember, always, you can keep your wrists straight and come up onto those fists if that works better for you. It's fine, okay? All right. I'm going to keep my hands flat, but really either is fine. Okay, so now what we're going to do, our belly is tight. So this, what's super important through this entire plank series is that your belly stays super tight and that you don't release those abdominal muscles, okay? So you want to keep this super, super tight. We're going to take a step back, and we're going to take a step back, and we're going to bring our weight forward, okay? So here we are in a plank. You didn't think you could do a plank, did you? You can do planks. Here we are. We're doing a plank right here. Now, I want you to pay close attention. If you feel like your hips are beginning to sink, I want you to really actively pull them up and try to keep the, that it's called plank for a reason, right? So we want to keep that stability, that line between our shoulders and our hips and our legs. Same kind of thing if you're lifting those hips up a little higher. I want you to really focus on bringing those hips down. Okay, one more breath here. Take a step forward, roll it up, and give those wrists a little break. Okay, so I want you, while you're taking your little break, I want you to watch me, and I'll show you the next things we're going to add on. You can pick and choose, right? This doesn't work for you, hang out. If you want to be behind your chair and you'd be doing plank instead of on the seat of the chair, on the back of the chair, that's fine too, okay? All right, so here we go. What we're going to do, you just watch me real quick. Remember, we stepped back, brought our heart forward. Now we're going to add a press. Now, the presses in yoga are not, our elbows stay in and back, right? So we're pressing down and we're lifting up. So we're working the back of our arm, okay? So my elbows are not wide, my elbows are back. Okay? You want to give it a try? Let's do it. Come on. All right. So we're going to take that step back, right? Hinge here. We're going to put a hand in the chair. We're going to bring our weight forward. Step back. Step back. Make sure your weight is forward. Make sure your elbows are into the side waist. Are we ready? Here we go. We're going to do 3. Bend those elbows. Press it up. Bend those elbows, or your belly, is your belly tight? Press it up. Are you keeping your plank? Don't let those hips sink. Press it up. Step forward, roll it up, and take a break. How you doing? Okay, I want to show you the next thing we're going to do, and this is the last piece of this, okay? We're going to do a hover. So if you've done mat yoga, you may have done a hover, but we're going to do it in our chair. All right, so we're stepping back. We're going to hinge forward. We're going to put a hand here, our weight is forward. We're going to step back and step back. Okay, here we are in plank. My weight is forward, right? My weight is not back. My weight is forward. I'm pressing down on that chair, not out. Now, all I'm going to do is just like we did a minute ago with our press. We're going to bend our elbows, but we're going to hold it in this hover position. And we're holding. Our belly is tight. Our hips are not sinking. One more breath. Press it up. Step forward, and release. How did that feel? Can we do it one more time? One more time, and then let's just press our hips back into a downward facing dog just to get the backs of those legs a little bit of love, okay? All right, here we go. This is it. Last one. Hinge forward. Hands are in the chair. Heart is forward. Step back. Step back. Heart comes forward. Weight is forward. Ready? Let's come into that hover. So who needs weights when you have your whole body weight to work, right? My arms are shaking. My belly is shaking. I'm working. My metabolism is increasing. One more breath. Now, just see if you can shoot your hips behind you. Let your heart fall forward. Let your head just kind of hang out here. Should be a nice stretch. One more breath. Take a step forward and roll it up. Very good. Okay. Whew. Take a little breath here. So the next pose we're going to do is called dancer, and it is a balance pose, but you've got the chair right here, right? So that's what I love about chair yoga, is that you can use it. If you want it, you got it. If you don't want it, you don't have to use it. It's okay. It's great, right? Okay, so put your weight into the leg next to the chair, holding on. Does everybody hold to start with? We're going to bring this other leg to tabletop. So remember, belly button to spine. That is the key to any balance pose you do, is belly button to spine, lift those pelvic floor muscles, right? So we got this whole stabilization happening right through the center of the body. Now, with your right hand, you're just going to slide along the thigh, across the knee, grab your ankle, and let that knee fall down towards the floor. Now, I will tell you, if you want to grab your pants leg instead of your ankle, do it. It's okay, right? But what I would like for you to try to do, and I just noticed mine wasn't quite there, try to get this knee, those two knees even, right? Okay, this could be right where you want to be, and if you want to try to let go of the chair, there's a beautiful dancer right there, right? Now, if you want a little bit more, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my foot, I'm going to bend my standing knee, I'm going to push my foot into my hand, create a little back bend. Now, if you want to really add on, here I am, extending that arm out. And I'm breathing. And I'm breathing. And I have one more breath here. Now listen, let's come out of it all together, right? Grab that chair if you want it. Bring that knee back down. Let go of the ankle. Come back to that tabletop. Put the foot down mindfully. And let's come to the other side. So if you've taken any of my classes where we've done a balanced pose, you know how important it is. Let's go ahead and get started while I talk. We're going to put our weight into that leg. We're going to hold on, bring this other leg up to tabletop. You know how important it is to come out of a balanced pose mindfully, right? So we want to think about what we're doing and come out of it on purpose instead of just falling out of it, so that we're training our brain. All right, is your belly tight? Are you lifting your pelvic floor muscles? You can kind of find that spot on the floor in front of you that's not moving. Concentrate on that spot. Put the tongue in the roof of the mouth. All those things help. All right, are we ready? Let's slide that hand down across that knee. Grab that ankle. Knees are down, even with one another. Remember, this could be your version right here. You don't have to do that back bend. You've got the dancer pose right here. But if you want more, so I'm going to press this ankle into my foot. My standing knee is super soft, right? Don't lock that knee out. You want to have a little bit of cushion there. It gives you more stability. Belly tight. Press that foot into that hand. Extend that opposite arm out. We're breathing in our dancer pose. It's beautiful. One more breath here. All right, let's come out of it mindfully. Everybody, bring that knee back down. Release. Bring that knee up. Put that foot down mindfully. So good, you guys, so good. All right, let's have a seat, and we're going to grab a sip of water. Okay, we're going to move into that half Lord of the Fishes pose. So we're going to take our right knee, open it nice and wide. Feel that inner thigh stretching. Take that arm, bring it all the way across your body, grab the chair. Crown of the head lifts towards the ceiling, and then we're going to turn and look over the back of our chair. Let's release that and do that one more time. Lift and twist. And release it. Okay, we're going to let this knee fall down towards the floor. Press your foot back behind you if you want it that way. You're up on those back toes. Heart is lifted. Crescent lunge. Let's release that knee and do that one more time. Pressing the back of the kneecap up. Heart is lifted. And release. Good. Face forward. We're going to let this leg extend that leg out, toes towards the ceiling. All right. Lift. Let that heart fall forward, keeping the back flat. Let's go ahead and lift up and do that one more time. Don't forget to extend the spine first, then let that heart fall forward. And release it. Okay, we're going to do our pigeon pose. So you've got options here. You can cross your ankle to ankle if that feels better for you, or you can cross ankle to knee. Let's extend the spine long and let our heart just fall forward. You should be feeling a pretty good stretch through this hip and glute here. Let's lift up and rock our baby. So we're just kind of moving that joint a little bit. All right, let's do that again. Extend the spine long. This time I'm going to put my elbow here on my knee, and I'm going to put my chin on my fingers and press. And if you don't like this, it's okay. Just do the other version. It's all good. One more breath. And rock that baby. Okay. And the final version, you've got two others. If you'd rather either of those two are fine. Or extend your hands up towards the ceiling, out as far towards the wall in front of you as you can go, and then let those hands just drop towards the floor. Release that, and let's do the other side. So we're going to take this knee and open it nice and wide. Bring that hand all the way across your body. Grab the chair. Crown of the head lifts. Turn. Look over the back of your chair and breathe. Let's release that and do it again. Lift and twist. And release. This knee falls towards the floor. Pushing that foot behind you, lifting your heart into your crescent lunge. Let's release that and do it again. So it's kind of thinking about pressing the back of the kneecap up towards the ceiling, and you'll really get a nice stretch in the front of that leg. And release it. Face forward. Okay, this leg is going to extend out, toes to the ceiling. Lift through the spine, let that heart fall forward. Let's go ahead and come up. Do that one more time. Extend and hinge. Okay, pigeon pose. We're going to cross either ankle to ankle or ankle to knee. Lengthen through the spine and let that heart fall forward, feeling that stretch in this hip and glute. All right, let's lift our heart up, rock our baby. And do that again. Extend first. Oh, let's put that elbow here, chin on fingers, pressing gently. And up we go. Rock your baby. And you can do either of those two versions, or if you like this one, extend the arms up to the ceiling, out towards the wall in front of you, and let that heart fall forward. And release. All right, let's sit back in our chair. You can lean back now. Just place your hands lightly on your thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes or soften your eyes. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Some people are too short-sighted to be supportive of you. Let that be their problem. Other people are wise enough and caring enough to confront you with difficult truths. Let that redound to your benefit and pay close attention to what you don't want to hear. Some people will ignore you, others will smother you with attention. Some will flatter you with no basis, and others will criticize you for no good reason. Take a deep breath, smile, and carry on with your intentions. Be slow to make judgments and assumptions, and quick to forgive. When anyone blocks your path, it's partly because you have put them there with how to react to their actions. Keep reminding yourself you have other choices. All the other people in the world can add immensely to your life. See them, think of them, connect with them in ways that enable that to happen. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with your right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, if you would click on that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. Leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.